So after watching that stream of the Division Day and them talking about what's coming in year 5, season 3 and season 4 really stood out to me as what the possibility of where we could be headed back to and where could be the new story, right? Because we know that we are getting a new story in year 5 of season 4. But something I want you guys to listen to is to what he says about season 3 and then how he continues on to season 4 and how this can all lead up to where we are going to be headed to next. And then we'll break that all down. So let's listen to this real quick.
In season 3, it's back to New York City for the holidays and new revelations about Aaron Keener and his rogues.
So you guys know we ended up back in New York City, right? For Warlords of New York when we went after Aaron Keener. And in season 3, it says we're back to New York City for more revelations on Aaron Keener and his rogues, maybe things that they're up to build onto the story that we're going to get in season 4 of year 5. Now, the fact that they say we're back in New York City seems like that right there leads up to what's going to happen next in season 4. Now, you guys remember in Warlords of New York, when you look at the map, there's a whole area south of us that isn't occupied at all. And to me, that seems like that could be actually an area that we could head back to. Or if you actually look north of where Warlords of New York is, there's that whole area that hasn't been occupied up there. So it just seems like this is more logical for them to expand on this area right here. So this could actually be pretty big for the Division 2 going forward if they finally expand on New York City, which Warlords of New York is one of my favorite areas to actually farm. There's just not a lot of zones to farm there because we only have 4 areas, 4 different zones to farm loot. But before I jump into that conclusion of going back to Warlords, listen to what he says about season 4.
And then, in season 4, new story DLC with new zones, new main missions, and a whole new endgame structure.
Now, first off, he says a new story DLC, new zones, which would just make sense because we have such a big area that hasn't been filled in for the Division 2. And why it also makes sense is if you look at the picture that they use for Black Diamond, it's a picture of the Brooklyn Bridge, I'm pretty sure. And to me, that just really seems, hey, we could be getting more zones finally in New York City, which I have been asking for a long time. Now, I'm not ruling out that we could get a new city, but I doubt for the Division 2, they would actually have time to invest in a whole brand new city, like traveling to a whole different area. But I will say, because we do have Warlords of New York that doesn't have as many zones as what we have in DC, that they go back, they invest in that area, and it shouldn't be too hard. They could even send us back to what we had in Division 1 and recreate some of the areas that we remember back then. I wonder also, will we get a weather change? I doubt that, but that would actually be something pretty cool to see. But I think at the end of the day, season 3 of year 5 kind of hints we're back to New York City. And then obviously season 4, which comes with the full DLC, expandable areas to farm, and a whole new end game. I just think that New York City could be it. And when they say a whole new end game, I wonder if they're also including maybe a new dark zone. Could we get a dark zone in New York City? That could be even big too. So new story mode plus a new dark zone in DC could be big for all the communities, and I would love to see that. So hopefully we find out more in the coming weeks as year 5 slowly progresses. It's supposed to be coming out, I think they were hinting at June, when the new game mode Descent comes out. And then obviously you guys know season 2, we're gonna have the new Incursion. And then in season 3 is when we're back to New York City. There's no real hint at what is going to happen in season 3, if we're getting another Incursion, if we're getting some more missions. Obviously there will be something that drags us back to New York City, and then that's what just to me leads up to the new campaign, the new DLC that should happen in New York City. Pretty sure. I just think that's what's going to happen, but that's just all an estimate, just kind of based on what I've been seeing, what I've been reading, what I've been analyzing. I just kind of That's where I think we're going. I think we're going back to New York City. If you guys have a different conclusion on where you guys think we are going next, let me know in the comments. Let me know where you guys think that we could be headed for season 4 of year 5. I'm excited for the future of the division. I think there's a lot of good things to come. I'm excited for Division Heartland. I'm excited for Division Resurgence. It's not just Division 2, it's Division as a whole, as a franchise. I think there's just a lot coming, and I think there's going to be something for everybody to play. And I think that's what's big, because you might not be a Division 2 fan, but you might be a huge Division Heartland fan. You might not be a Division Heartland fan or a Division 2 fan, but at the end of the day, you might become a Division Resurgence fan. So there might be something for everyone to play, and as at the end of the day, that's just going to make the Division franchise bigger, better, and hopefully for the long haul. All right, guys, what we're gonna do here is we will be wrapping up this video. Let me know what you guys think. Where do you guys think the new DLC for year 5 will be taking us? Do you think it's gonna be New York City, or do you think it's in a whole new city, or do you think it's in DC? It's just an expandable area in DC. I just don't really see them expanding much in DC. I just feel like we have so much uncovered area in New York City that just makes a lot more sense. And then obviously, you know, a lot of people miss that New York City vibe. All right, I will see you guys in the next one, man. Appreciate the support, appreciate the love on the videos recently. But until then, hey, nothing but skills out. Take it easy, everybody.